Right, hello, good evening. My second video of the day should be quite short, and it's on the subject of active air purification. Okay, so for those of you out there who know me, this is something that I've been commenting on for the last 4 years. My company, we are a supplier of patented and very widely used active air purification solutions, used all around the world and have been around for many, many years. Totally safe, tested and proven, despite some of the remarks that have come from people from the academic and scientific community during the pandemic. That's not to say that all such technologies are like that. Certainly ours are, most aren't. That's where I don't totally agree, by the way, with much of the scientific community in terms of insisting that technology should be safe and proven. That's where they're absolutely correct. Many aren't. It's not the case here. Anyway, the reason why I wanted to do this is that at the moment the technology called bipolar ionisation is getting a fair bit of coverage at the moment, and I just wanted to make this video to simply explain what the technology is and its capabilities, because I think it's fair to say that there's been a bit of overselling in terms of what it can actually achieve. It's sold very much as an active solution, so if you apply it, all of the air throughout the room will be treated, and you're getting real-time protection, all that, which all sounds very good, but it doesn't actually really work like that in practice. Simply because the bipolar ionization process, the charge that's passed off to the particles does not stay charged very long. So therefore, the reach of the process is rather limited, and it's the way that the process works. It's the charging of the particles, if you like. The charge is basically passed off either to cause particles to agglomerate together, or even to deactivate organics. But this requires a certain concentration. And the fact is that bipolar ionizers tend to lose a lot of this concentration at increasing distances from the units. And this is where the overselling has been. Some of the companies perhaps have not made too big a point about this. And it's very, very, it must be properly understood. I mean, there are other methods, incidentally, where the process does last a lot longer, and therefore it can be distributed, and its efficacy is much, much more effective at distance. But in the case of bipolar ionization, it's fair to say that it's only really as effective as perhaps some of the companies say, only very, very close to the unit. So that's really just the message. Should be watching what's going on in the market in this area over the next 6 weeks. I expect there's going to be some interesting news coming out, given what's going on in the market at the moment. If anybody would like to talk to me about active air purification offline, I'd be happy to do it. We are very well researched on all the available technologies in the market, and we've supplied and fitted some pretty enormous and high-profile projects since the pandemic in Britain. And some, in one case, a globally known landmark in the UK, but we've done a number of other key projects too, and we have case studies that back up all of the claims and so on. Our solutions are very effective. They work. And just for what it's worth, we run the technology in our house here. I've never had COVID. My wife's never had COVID, and my daughter has brought COVID into this house 5 times. The last time was after last year's Reading Festival. We didn't even know that she had it until after about 3 days, and my wife has spent a long time with her, but she never caught it, and I never caught it, because viruses can't transmit in our house because of the active air purification process. If we were just running HEPA, then there would have been a higher risk of us catching this virus, because the way filtration works. We might have caught the virus before it reached the filter, but with the active air purification, the viruses are killed pretty much immediately as soon as they're emitted. And that's the difference between active processes and passive processes like filtration, and also, by the way, passive ultraviolet, so GUV, upper room. These sorts of processes are all passive, and therefore they don't work in the way that perhaps some people think they work. And when it comes to viral transmission and protection against that, active methods are perhaps a preferable strategy in the context of protecting against real-time transmission of viruses within the condition space. Okay, guys, that's just all I have for today. Look forward to speaking again soon, next video. Okay, bye-bye.